This majestic tree is over a century old. It's the biggest oak tree in the southern hemisphere. It stands tall as a symbol of strength and endurance. This tree has provided shelter and shade to countless generations and witnessed endless love stories and proposals. This elderly couple bought a house a few years ago next to this iconic tree. Having been married more than 5 decades, they say the presence of this tree means a lot to them.
I love trees since I was very small. And in 2005, we were looking for a townhouse, and we looked all over Potch, and it was no trees or very small trees. And then we came to look at this one, and when we drove into the driveway, I said to my husband, "This is my house." And that same afternoon, we signed for the house. So, because it's very special to us.
We are so in love with this tree, and this one of the stories that we heard is that a student built a platform in here, and he and his girlfriend held a picnic that night, and they got engaged in this tree. So this is one of the more beautiful stories.
This magnificent array of oak trees is not only embraced and cherished by the older generations. The younger ones are encouraged to continue to protect the ecosystem by planting oak trees.
Bring the compost.
We need trees. They provide oxygen for us, so we need to be able to plant more by this heritage side, so they can be more trees for the future generations.
The trees are important to us. They are beautiful in the environment, and trees give us oxygen, and they're part of nature.
It is important that we plant trees because not only do they produce life for us, they also produce food and improve the look of the environment.
Just like other plants, oak trees need care to survive. Joel Baby uses his gentle hands to provide love and care to oak trees in Potchefstroom.
Ke simolotse go rata mmereko wa ditlhare ka gonne ditlhare ke di simolotse ke di rata go tswa ko sekolong.
I love working with trees because I started working with trees from school. Even post my school days, I realized I still have the love for trees. I started working with trees and I gained more knowledge of trees. Trees don't need to be surrounded by soil. You need to cultivate it now and then to destroy the parasites.
Dira gore setlhare se ke sa nna go ga go di nwa metsi a setlhare o ka itlhela setlhare sa go se gola se le lesuthu.
It takes collaborative effort to safeguard and ensure the health of oak trees for the future generations.
Trees is a symbol of strength, stability and endurance. And I think that is what it represents to us in Potchefstroom. Everybody that grew up here, students that came to study here, was part of as their heritage, part of this Oak Avenue. We have a lot of projects during the year. You know, we've got Arbor Week like this week, where we plant new trees. We actually do this during the whole year if we do get the opportunity. And then we really like to get participation of our learners and our children, and to convey the importance of these trees to them.
The main contribution is in terms of the ecosystem services. In other words, where the ecosystem functions, increase human health and well-being. For example, it regulates climate. It cools the urban climate down, the urban air down around the tree, not only through shade, but also through the evaporation of water from the leaves, called transpiration. And then also it absorbs carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide, which is good for the environment, but if it's too much, as happens when people burn too much fossil fuel and industrial activities and all those things, so trees take that out of the atmosphere.
The community of Potchefstroom says they will continue to protect and nurture the oak trees for the benefits of future generations. Kagiso, Keipopele, SABC News, Potchefstroom.